Hey, yo, Alex, hit him with that for me, bruh.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
What was that?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I don't think they
Hit
heard
that
you,
bell,
bro.
man. Hit the bell.
I don't think they heard you, bro.
Don't forget.
Like and subscribe, man. I better do that. That's how you get more content. Hit the bell.
And the bell.
Ring the bell.
Bell.
Ring the bell.
Bell.
Click it.
He's short, so I don't know his word.
Alright, folks, what's good? It's your boy Jakari from Twisted Anime Gaming. Right now, you don't really see much in the line of cards sitting on my table. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is I am going to live build, well, live, as in I'm going to do this on camera while I'm profiling the deck. I'm gonna build RTT right here. Things are gonna be out of place because, again, this is kind of an off-the-cuff build. And fortunately, hold on, are they in here? Because I don't think they are. I think my dualities are elsewhere. Yeah, my dualities aren't in here. So, I will state for the record, this deck doesn't particularly give a damn about special summoning. So, ahead of time, because I do have some readily available. And it doesn't really matter if you use them or not, if you summon from the extra deck or not in this deck. It really just doesn't. So let me come across the 3 cards that I am referring to, and it doesn't matter, you can run Prosperity or Extract. It doesn't matter. You just don't want to banish anything from your main, so Desires is a no-no. So there's the 3 Desires. Yes, I will let you know they're going to be in 3 different sleeves. I don't have enough white sleeves to go around anymore. I have to come across some more later. So the main focus of this deck is Royal Tribute. With this, you can build this one of two ways. You could go the route with skill drain, which my skill drains are in Lord Eldritch, so I don't have any to spare. But if I had them to spare, they'd probably be in this version of the deck, and I'd be running a lot less monsters. Like, I actually wouldn't even run Chief. I wouldn't care. Once shit hits the graveyard, the only way I can really get them back is by Rider Spirit and Gravekeeper Stelly. So, and I think I'm still only running 1 Stelly, and I can't find the rest of them anyway, so that's neither here nor there. But anyways, this again, you know, it's Necro Valley centric. And oh, isn't that lovely? Nope, there it is. Alright, so let's just run through the spells. So you're running 3 RTTs, 3 Necros, well, 3 RTs. The deck is RTT, Royal Tribute Turbo. If I could find another Stelly, I'd run a second. 3 Throne. You could get away with 2, but I would probably end up running 3. 3 Duality, 3, either 2 or 3 Extract. You don't run a lot of draw cards in this deck. That's your main draw power. You do more searching than anything. Yes, this deck is very droll-centric. People will droll the shit out of you after usually going to search Commandant. So, if you don't know, Royal Tribute requires you to have Necro Valley on field. Then it forcibly sends all your monsters in your hand and monsters from your opponent's hand to the grave. That's it. That's Royal Tribute in a nutshell. It requires Necro Valley, and it sends all monsters from both players' hands to the grave. So with Royal Tribute Control, you want to secure at least one monster already on field, and then beat them down. Of course, it is a stun deck, so you can get away with 1 or 2 copies of Hidden Temples. Know me, I love Hidden Temples. I love preventing my opponent from special summoning, and then just dropping Heretic, and just playing Heretic Beatdown because it's funny. So for the traps, yes, I know, like I said, it's going backwards. I do have a few more spells, but some of these are actually going to come out. Like, I'd cut Magical Eyes from 2 to 1. Because if I'm not playing Chief, then I'm more reliant on having what I have in hand. If I am not playing Spiritualist, and this build runs 1 Spiritualist. Just 1. Because if you haven't gotten rid of that, either your 3 copies, if you've gotten rid of all but 1 copy of Supernat or Quintet, they're both alive still. So one or 2 Imperial Tombs. It is basically Infernity Barrier for Gravekeepers. It requires Necro Valley and a Gravekeeper monster on the field, and it negates activation, spell, trap, monsters, effects, and destroys them. 2 Thrones to recur your Necro Valleys. 2 or 3 Rider Spirits. The remaining spells, I'm probably going to take the Foolish Burial out. Like I said, I'll cut Magical Eyes down to 1. Dimension, I'll leave in the 1 Raigeki, 2 Dark Bribes. If you haven't banished everything, then the Dogmatica stuff is still live. And then 2 Judgment. So that's it for the spells and traps. Let's figure out the monsters. You're not running hand traps in here, folks. Sorry. It's just not happening. It really just isn't happening. If you wanna do it, more power to you. Only one I would tell you to run is either Imperm or Veiler. That's really about it. Or Mourner. So if I'm taking out Chief, then you're starting with either 2 or 3 Commandants. I'm going to cut back down to 1 Headman. You're trying to keep your monster count as low as possible. I'll stick with the 2 Heretic. I'll cut from 2 to 1 on Oracle. The either 2 or 3 Recruiter. The 1 Shaman, the 1 Spiritualist, the 2 Spy, and then like I said, if you're running hand traps, either Veiler, Droll, or Imperm. So 2 Veilers. What's that? 16 monsters. 7. 16. Alright, so 16 monsters. If you want to cut it down, truthfully, then don't run the Veilers. You're not really looking to negate shit. This is a go first deck. To be perfectly honest with you, this deck does not like to go second. If you go second with this deck, you better hope your opponent bricked, because if they've already built a board, you're kind of screwed in the water. Be perfectly honest with you. This is why a lot of people tell you RTT is not a go second deck. You better hope your opponent wants you to go first, or you better hope you win the die roll. So, like I said, this profile is a little bit different from everything else because I went completely out of order on how I built this deck and how I profile decks. Y'all know that. I don't normally do them like this at all. So, let me know what you think, folks. Like I said, there's a lot more random than normal. If you want to see the extra deck, I can show you the extra deck. It hasn't changed from a lot of my Gravekeeper builds, but yeah, let's go. It's 3 Super Nat, 3 Quintet, 2 Garua, 4 Sword, Dark, IP, Almirage, Witch. So what is that? Is that 13? Oh, okay, cool. Like I said, extra deck doesn't particularly matter all that much. So if you wanted to, you could go Witch again. Like, a lot of this is targets for punishment. Like, everything up there is a punishment target. Boar Sword's a punishment target because it's a high, it's a high enough attack for most things. Quintet is probably the end all be all in hitting stuff. I don't run Intis because they're in another deck. Why not? Starving Venom. There you go. Extra deck, like I said, with the exception of maybe one and one of these, the rest of this extra deck is X-Draft / Prosperity fodder and Dogmatic punishment fodder. Especially the Garuas. The Garuas are punishment fodder because they trigger to draw and send one. So, there you go. But let me know what you think, folks. If you want me to reprofile this again just to actually, go in depth to it, because test hand really just comes down to having a way to get in Necro Valley, securing a monster, locking down the field, RTT, and Royal Tribute. That's it. That is literally the basis of this deck. It is to control the field, control the hand, lock down the graveyard. That's what Gravekeepers does in a nutshell to begin with, is control the graveyard. That's why you don't really run Chief in this deck. In this build, you don't run Chief. You can. I did for the Master Duel, but that was just because it was an X0 format and Chief becomes one of your biggest attackers. So I had reasons for that one. But folks, that was it for this profile. Again, as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell for all notifications. I'm Todd. This your boy Jakari from Twisted Nightmare Gaming, signing off. Till the next one.